I was very used to seeing, particularly children, in and out of our house in the late 1930s, because my father was involved in bringing basically academics to the University College where he was principal from Germany. And also with that, there came, every now and again, a number of children who would only stay, unlike the adults, would only stay for a few days while their papers were put in order to go to America. And one day, two girls arrived. My mother went up to London to fetch them. This was in Leicester in the Midlands. And we said hello, and we'd expect them to go within the next few days. But while they were there, war broke out. So all transport to America ended, gone. I have two younger brothers. My brothers and I came back from school one day, and we were asked to go and see my father in his study, which was unusual. It was rather formal and not like the household. And we went in, and my mother and father were there, and my father explained that the two girls who were in the house at present, whose name was Irene and Helga Bejach, were going to America like many of the other children, but they couldn't go. The war had come, and there was nowhere for them to go. Their mother was in a concentration camp, their father likely to be. And he said, so Mother and I have decided that what we ought to do is to adopt them. Not in terms of calling us mother and father, call us aunt and uncle, because we hope their parents will come out. They didn't, in fact. And he explained that the situation was that being the principal of University College was not exactly a highly paid position. And so we had a problem. And therefore what we had been able to do as a family of 5, we could now only do as a family of 7. So holidays, etc., all had to be reduced. And they both said, well, we think this is the correct thing to do. This is what we would like to do. We won't do it with our 2 boys. I mean, if you agree, you've got to agree. I was 14, I suppose, something like that. My brother Dave was 3 years younger, my brother Johnny a couple of years younger than that. But we won't do it because they are going to become your sisters. And in every sense that they are your sisters, this must be our new family. And the remark that I always remember, more than any other, was my mother's remark when she said, when we all said, well, we thought it was a great joke. I mean, a marvelous idea. Suddenly 3 boys to have 2 sisters in the family was very good luck for us. And my mother said, the problem, darlings, is this. Your father and I love you so much, the 3 of you. But we are going to have to give even more love to these 2 girls, perhaps than we give to you at this time, because of course they have none. And I always remember that. It has affected my whole life in terms of attitude towards those who are not as fortunate as I and my brothers have been. And so for 8 years, Helga and Irene were our sisters, in every sense. So we did everything together. There were little jealousies, there were problems, there were little quarrels, etc., like with any kids. But broadly, we came to love each other very much. After the war, they went to America. Irene, sadly, has died of cancer. Helga's still alive. She has children, grandchildren. We still keep in touch and always see them when we go to America, and they quite often come over here. But it was an experience which literally altered my view. I mean, my family was a radical family, and therefore attitudes to society and fellow human beings and so on was one of concern and involvement and tolerance and compassion, I hope. But it was first-hand. It wasn't theory. They were human beings who we came to love.